customer satisfaction is such a big thing. It goes back to our roots. Doing your best for your employees. You carry them through thick and thin. It's your team, and your team is what gets you through. They help you deliver the goods. They help you achieve good end results. So quality control in NovaLink is a full team effort. It's not left to one individual or a team of individuals. No, it's the entire shop is encouraged to have an eye for problems, and they feel free to speak up when they think they see something.
Yeah.
So that's important. And then for my wife, who's been a partner, definitely done your best and work at having a good work. You put everything into having a good working relationship and trusting. And I think the fact that there's that trust element between my wife and I, that it works its way through to how we relate to other people in the shop and in the office. So, and then we're very happy with
the little one.
Yeah, with the little one. Your involvement and your desire to make things work and to, clearly it's good to not be following exactly in doing what has previously been done, but to start looking at new ways of doing things and new considerations. And
I was talking about your grandchild, but okay, you're talking about me. Yeah. Well, it's you have to do things within your talents, or else it's fake.
Yeah. Well, it's good to. Vivian's a bit young to really apply her mind to it, and I would say that you are. You are taking a step that you think is right and is appropriate, and I'm all for it.
Yeah,
and I believe in it.
I would say your optimism is your final stamp, on things.
Yeah, we believe we can win.
Yeah,
and we have won, and if you go back to 1998, when probably the first time I felt the spine system it was at its zenith, and you could sense in customers that I was making a presentation to, in particular, a customer in Hong Kong, and you could sense that the parameters of the spine system were no longer on their own the magic for sealing the deal.
Yeah.
And you knew that you had to develop this product or develop a new product. And the optimism was never to quit. Me personally, I feel like it was within reach. And it has been a struggle, but it's within reach, and you just stay on it, and it's such a pleasure when you find yourself working with a knowledgeable patent lawyer who suddenly says, "I got it."
Thank you, George. Thank you, George from Hodgson Russ.
Yeah, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And actually contributes.
Yeah.
A way of looking at the product that goes beyond with what I was originally just seeing. And so it's this product is Series 7, 8 monitor spectrum consoles. I think has the potential to offer another way of looking at furniture and the workspace, commercial furniture, commercial console workstations, and how that workspace works. How it interacts, how the user group and the supervisors function. It opens up whole doors to possibilities that weren't there before. With all the equipment piled up and everything barricaded in. So this is a real challenge to communicate what the furniture can do and
the difference it can make.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because people just assume, everything's going to be a wall of monitors and, this is it. We're in a cubicle of equipment and this is just it. But we're saying, no, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way.
And also, in the world of the post-COVID-19 world, people like to be just a little bit more farther apart. They like to have their space. So these consoles are really conducive to spreading out monitors on a single tier inset kind of an array and a spread out work surface.
Yeah.
And
it gives people more personal space.
That's right. And progressively, we're going to add more and more personal amenities for
storage and kind of decorations and
for photographs of their family, mementos of trips, of events that they've participated in, so that this is their space.
Yeah.
And this kind of thinking has to be part of the ergonomic equation. It isn't enough to just say, we're going to give somebody a height adjustable this, that. They need to feel at ease. They need to have that sense of comfort. There has to be this team amalgamation in the workspace. Otherwise, it becomes a miserable space. And that's over the years, if there's anything, I like to chat in the office. I like to joke. I'll make jokes, self-condescending jokes or jokes about somebody else.
Yeah.
But no, it's just, chew the fat about sports, chew the fat about this or that.
Talk about music. Yep.
Yeah. And it creates a bond. People have a sense of trust. They know that there's nothing burning in the back of your brain that is, I'm going to get you. I have marginal regard for you. No,
right.
it's they basically understand where I'm coming from, what my values are, and how it relates to them. And I think that's a big thing.
It's huge. It's huge. I would probably, if somebody said, well, what advice would you give, somebody else starting up a company? I would imagine it would be like, persevere. Never say no to a customer, reasonably speaking, always say, I'll give it a go. What else would you say? Is there a third point?
One has to be realistic. One business can be entirely different than another business. So, furniture business has the luxury that it tends to give you real latitude, real potential to make things happen because it's furniture, as opposed to doing something that is entirely chemical or entirely software, or there are things that a single person just does not have that much control over. But it is dreaming with the big idea. The big idea in your mind is if you have an idea that this is something that's viable, that something that's viable, it's going after it and not backing off. And if anything, we started from nothing. There was no financial resources. There was no manufacturing punch. There wasn't even a network of manufacturers, of sub-manufacturers, ready to step up and do things for you. You had to
You started
make
from
everything
scratch.
happen yourself, and you had to believe in yourself. You know, such that when you look into a customer's eye, or he's looking back at you, he's buying into you. Because and you always have to go out and take the extra step, build a sample, to give them a real hands-on idea as to what you're offering. So it's being gutsy, being committed to what you believe in. You know, it's clearly over the years developed a lot of ideas about office space, furniture, things that are important, that I believe are important, and you go after it.
Yeah.
Because if you're not going to go after it, if you're going to be a me too, well, you're lost.
Yeah.
You're just up against mass production, and then you're just chasing price. So it's better to offer the customer something better, something of quality, and something that they can say, yeah, this is worth buying.